Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy PrimeTimePat back with another video. Arlette has a new from Pop the Balloon has a new series. It's match. It's called It's a Match, and they switch up the style to try to match people, and they got one guy with three girls. We're gonna go ahead and critique. I didn't watch the whole video because it's about. I watched the whole video, but there's only like one section that I wanted to go over because there are some red flags, and you guys need to think twice about these red flags. But let's go over what they did. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, and let's go through this.
Alright, so Danny, you're not involved in this, but Danny, please pay attention. So the people that do put their hands up, you have an opportunity to ask them further more questions at the end of this round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
So take mental notes or physical notes if you're one of those people.
Yeah. Okay, alright, so let's begin. So the first one, hands up if you have ever cheated before.
Okay.
No hands.
No
okay.
hands. Hands up if you're still friends with any of your exes. Okay, we got one. Go ahead.
Okay. Hands up if you cannot cook.
Let's go over that. Females having guys friends, being friends with their exes. It's possible, but at the same time, fellas, think twice before you even get into that situation. And I'm gonna tell you why. There is nothing wrong with them having a male friend or whatever the case may be, but that time has to be very limited. And certain females, especially if they're relying on, they will use that male friend to cheat on you on top of that. So say, oh, I'm going out with my male friend. You know the guy. You probably met him before you hang out. You don't go out with him. You let her go off because you trust her. You know the male friend. She could be using that. And this male friend will lie for her. You guys need to watch for these things. That male friend will lie for her. You don't care. His alliance is not with you, it's with the female. Whether she's giving him some or not, he don't know you like that. He will lie. As much as she's lying. And then on top of that, it's a lot more I can go into, but take that shit with a grain of salt when they talking about they got male friends and this and that. I'm not saying, and ladies, I'm not saying you gotta just drop your male friends or whatever, but you gonna have to limit your time because you have a man now, and your job is to make sure that man trusts you as much as he can. Because if he has any doubt, that will mess up your relationship. It's as simple as that. If he's serious, if he's serious, it's your job to make sure that he trusts you in any type of way. So be very wary of females talking about they have male friends and this and that. Unless you hanging out with these male friends all the time, but this is what they're talking about when you have women that run loose and stuff like that. They can do what they want. Oh, you need to trust me. Oh, you insecure. No, don't let anybody play that oh, you insecure game with you. We all know when somebody's insecure and somebody's just making sure they ain't getting played. It's two different things.
No hands.
All right.
Okay.
Hands up if you work out at least once a week. Okay.
All right. Hands up if you love social media attention.
I would have to go and check their social medias. They're not giving them unless they did in the beginning. I don't know. But that's the other red flag. Women that are on social media all day can't get enough of it. Getting these advice from these raggedy females that don't know no better. Cause y'all gotta even dudes, even females, you gotta watch for dudes that's on social media all day. These people are easily influenced by these rhetorics that's going on these social media, especially TikTok and stuff like that. They will listen to the wrong thing and they will think it is right. Trust me, everything that's good is not from God. The devil blesses you too, and he will reap later. So be very careful of the advice that you take, especially from these people that, because they so-called got a lot of followers, are giving good advice. That's what you can tell when certain people are raised a certain way. You can't come in and just tell them anything and new and they're supposed to just accept that. Like me, I'm very hard to for you to convince me off of certain morals and stuff that I have. I'm the type of person you cannot come and tell me anything and I'm just gonna believe it right then and there. You gotta, is one, you better have some biblical backing from it, and two, it better be so convincing that I change my point of view. Some things are just common sense, but by watching certain people online and certain things online, you can tell how people were raised. They just don't know. And sometimes I be frustrated because it's like, you don't know that? But then I have to sit back and understand we all weren't raised the same. We all are, some of us are influenced easier than others, and it's just what it is. We gotta rewire our minds to think better anyway, but we do.
Hands, okay.
Okay. Hands up if you have no problem covering some dates. Like some dates will be on you.
Covering, what do you
you plan the date, you pay for it, all of that. If you have no problem with that.
Homegirl knew. She knew exactly what they were talking about. She just don't. She's one of those. Oh, you gotta pay for everything. Watch out for those type of women too. Selfish. Everything is about me. Ladies, some guys don't care about pussy because they can get that they know they can get it anyway. Especially a nigga like me. That's easy. We ain't gotta pay for it. So for you to think that you're just gonna come in a relationship, you never gonna pull out your wallet. You can't do certain things for a man, but give him some. Good luck. Good luck.
Where the cap button at? Bring the reactions back. Put a blue cap on her screen.
So you put your hands up on that one?
No, she hesitated. Okay. She don't mind.
You're gonna have to ask me some questions.
Okay.
So hands up if a long distance relationship is a problem for you.
All right.
No hands, okay.
And hands up if you're okay with relocating for love.
Good. That's a good one. Okay.
Danny, after hearing, seeing their responses, do you have any questions for any of the ladies on any of their responses, or maybe all of them? It's totally up to you. It's open.
I guess we can just address the elephant in the room. Shari, that's your name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shari.
And so, if we were just talking and I happen to ask a question like, I'm already expecting you to say no, but it's like, are you friends with your ex? And it's like, yeah, he comes over and we go bike riding every day. And like, how is that dynamic, and I mean, it's not like it's a problem or anything, because I know people become friends,
That is a problem, but I don't expect you to just drop him right away, but that time is drastically going to get dropped. Because it's my time now. And if you serious, you shouldn't even have any issue with that. Your friend shouldn't have any issue with that. You got a man now. That is crazy for any woman that thinks she's gonna continue doing the most with her with another man, and she got a man now.
Situations, stuff like that, but like, is it something you seem very, passionate about or whatnot? Like, how does that dynamic look? What does that look like?
Yeah, no, I respect the question. So just kind of piggybacking to what I said before, I've never really had an actual serious relationship. So when I hear ex, I'm hearing like someone that I might have been friends with benefits with, or something in the past that wasn't as serious as some people would relate to their actual ex. So in that case, and these are people that like, I'm grown. So if I feel like I'm not going to marry you, then we're not going to get in a relationship. Which now I'm at a point in my life where I'm looking for something more serious. So in that case, if there's an understanding, hey, mutually we're not working out and we're not going to get to that point and things end, then I guess what I'm saying is there's no bad blood between me and my ex situations, quote unquote, if that makes sense.
Even worse, why are you worrying about you should be cutting all ties with somebody that's an ex situation, because you guys weren't even going to get married, so there's no reason to even be talking like that. Now I understand if you're talking about you went to a restaurant and you seen the person said hi, that's another story. But all that talking on the phone and this and that, oh no, don't disrespect me like that.
But if I'm saying like, are we buddy, like if I'm gonna have you around somebody that I used to have dealings with and they're in my phone and they're around like that, then no, that's not the case. But while I'm single, I mean, I'm not doing anything with anyone of no sort, but there's just no bad blood. But if I'm in a relationship, then everything's gonna be respected and he's gonna be the only man in my life. It's not that hard. So.
Okay, so if Danny said I don't want you speaking to this person, you would adjust?
I mean, I would, but I'm gonna seek. I'm gonna be a little bit curious. Like, is it coming from an insecurity place? Is it coming from a place of lack of trust, or is it coming from a place where this person is being disrespectful? And
no, it's coming from a place that we got boundaries in our relationship. This is the reason why y'all go through the issues y'all go. Y'all ain't got no boundaries in your life. So you come into a relationship, you ain't gonna have no boundaries in the relationship. People look at certain people's things that they do, things that they say, how they act, what they do in their daily life. It's gonna tell you it's gonna tell you a lot of how things are gonna be in the long run. People that don't have no boundaries are very dangerous to deal with. Trust me, I know.
It's disrespecting our situation, but at the end of the day,
it's coming from a place of, I don't want to say jealousy, but I make people disappear when they deal with my woman or have dealt with my woman, and they're in the picture any type of way.
That's fair. I mean, that's understandable. Okay. That's understandable. I mean, honestly, that's attractive. I mean, I want my man to be a little territorial about me, so I'm going to respect it.
A little.
But have I had that in the past? That's an experience that I'm looking forward to experiencing, but I haven't had that really. So
Shari, you've never been in a relationship before at all?
Nothing that's serious unless you want to go back to high school, which was like, yeah.
Okay, and Danny, how do you feel about that?
I was thinking about that. Since she said it, I can't tell you no lie. It's been in the back of my mind, and I haven't really came to a conclusion. At one point, it seems like, oh, it's innocent, it's sweet, it's cute, it's something like almost like new. So, but the other part is like, where am I in my relationship journey? So I haven't really came to a conclusion. I haven't had time to think about that. Like, it's not like something that's like, oh, you haven't been in a relationship. Like that dude y'all just posted. You know, I think that's...
Can I expand on it by any chance or no?
Yes, go on.
So I feel like I have a very different mindset when it comes to relationships. I'm very into like the old way of things. And I feel like as humans, we've created this timeline where we've added extra step when it comes to dating, which is like the talking phase or the quote unquote relationship phase. But truth be told, you're either single or you're married. So, and that's just how my mindset is. So again, it just goes back to, I have an idea, or it does not take me long to know if I'm going to spend the rest of my life with this person. And then there's the trial phase where I'm going to see if me and that person have the mutual feeling. And I'm just going to be honest. It's either I felt like it was going to happen and the feeling wasn't mutual, or I didn't feel like it was going to happen. I had to mature, had to grow. Like I said, I'm 30 years old. I mean, that would be a different conversation for different days, but I just haven't been in a position to have a serious relationships where both mindsets were, hey, we're getting married. So in that case, no, we're not in a relationship. We're friends.
Okay.
It's a match. It's a match. It's a match.
Yeah, guys. All I can say to that is, we can't. Yeah, early in the relationship, you need to be knowing what the person wants. It's that simple. Because if you guys are just screwing around, going out, this and that, having fun, that's all it's gonna be the whole time. There ain't gonna be, especially for you females, if y'all want marriage, if y'all ain't having him tell you or give you a timeline or a plan or what he exactly wants, what you need to do or change, or whatever the case may be, or what you want him to change or get better at, you're just gonna be screwing around. And you're going to see years go past and you're going to be done with him, on to the next, and you're doing the same thing as a cycle, and all you're going to be doing is using up your box. So I've learned I've been in long-term relationships, but the one thing I didn't do was get all my questions out those first couple of dates. I just hopped into it. Instead of asking those, if I asked those real serious questions in the beginning, I would have known that I wasn't going to last with that person. We're either just going to have fun for those first couple of months and that was it. I know it wasn't going to go long term. But sometimes I be having a heart for some females and I be, you know what I mean, just feeling bad. I don't want to just drop you like that, this and that. And I'll stick around, knowing damn well I should have just been gone a long time ago. And there's some simple questions you could have asked in the beginning that would let you know if you need to be dealing with this person or not long term. Because you can't be going 3 years, 5 years into a relationship. That person's still doing the same nonsense. They're still in the same place. Y'all haven't grown. They don't listen. Ask those early questions, guys, before anything. Before you spending big money, before y'all plan on doing the nasty together, which y'all shouldn't be doing it anyway early, but get all your questions out there in the beginning, because if you don't, you're just going to be wasting your time. But let me know what y'all think about those red flags in the comments. It's your boy PrimeTimePat. Holler.